Hello everyone and welcome to our rhino enclosure here at Edinburgh Zoo. My name's James and I'm here with our lovely Jamie, who's one of our rhino keepers. So Jamie, can you introduce us to our two lovely boys behind us?
Yeah, so we've got two Indian one-horned rhinos here at Edinburgh Zoo. So over on the right we have Khabib and on the left we have Sanjay. They are 4 and 5 years old and they've been with us for a few years now.
So with these guys being so big, how do we work with them? Because you can't just suddenly shift them into one part of the enclosure and shift them again. So how do you work with them?
Yeah, so these guys are one of the species which we don't work in the enclosure with. So I myself work in the hoofstock section. We do work in with most of our species, but this is one of the exceptions. Because as you can see, these guys are huge. And being only 4 and 5, these guys have still got a lot of growing to do. These guys can reach a weight of about 2.5 tons once they reach full size. And because of that, we just simply can't go with them because they don't know their own strength. So basically, if you were to go in there, like if they were to tap you, that would be enough to injure you quite severely. So if you look around the enclosure, you can see just up behind the rhinos, we've got slides everywhere. So all of the slides around the enclosure can be operated from the outside. And if we do need to move them around, generally we can call them. They do respond to their name. Or also if we are struggling, a little bit of food, a little food reward is usually just enough just to move them where we want them to be.
So they very much march on their stomachs then. So what sort of food do they love then?
Yeah, so these guys, they are herbivores. So these guys are what we call a browser. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. But these guys have got a very pointed, flexible lip, which I think Khabib's about to demonstrate, so you can see it just there.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
that is perfect, Khabib, well done. So basically these guys, they're what we call a browser. So what we mean by this is these guys, rather than eating grass, which would be a grazer, these guys have got this flexible lip, which is a very adaptable mouthpiece, which used to grab onto branches, strip all the leaves, and they can use it to eat the branches as well. So out in the wild, these guys will eat hundreds and hundreds of species of plants all day long. These guys can clear a very large area of land in a short period of time, and they are very important. This is one of their natural purposes, basically, is out in the world. They're basically natural landscape gardeners. They'll clear lots of plants, lots of areas, and what this means is that all the other plants in that habitat, they can then grow and thrive as well. Here at the zoo, though, unfortunately, we don't have 200 odd species of plants. We can give them what we have though, so we cut them browse daily, not so much during winter. So in winter we give them bamboo, but then during the summer we give them what we call browse. So this can basically be parts of trees from all around the park. We've got hundreds of acres here up the back, lots and lots of trees which we can use, and things such as sycamore, willow, hazel, you name it, these guys get it. We also get a little bit of a food reward as well, things such as banana and carrot if we're training them. And to bulk them out, they get lots of hay as well. So these guys can easily eat 2 or 3 bags of pellets and about 2 to 3 bales of hay every single day.
Now, it's always the common joke that what zookeepers do most of all, day in, day out, is obviously pick up poo. Now, the types of animals I used to look after, lots of our small animals, whether it be things like our armadillos or our reptiles. But Jamie, you've got back-breaking work to do, so we're cleaning out these guys. Just how much they produce?
So these guys, they are essentially bottomless pits, and all that food does come out the other end. So we can easily be taking out hundreds of kilos every single day. We can take out up to 3 or 4 wheelbarrows, so it's very, very back-breaking cleaning out these guys.
They've got a pool inside. Now, what's special about that pool?
Yeah, so they're very, very lucky, these guys. The pool they've got at the bottom of the house is actually heated to 20 degrees. So these guys have essentially got their own hot tub, so they're very, very spoiled.
But Jamie, thank you very much for talking
you're welcome.
about our
Thank you.
rhinos here. You got a lot of work to get back on with.
I do.
And have a good day, folks.
You too. Thank you.